Hello again, this is Tidal Titus, back again for another episode of Final Fantasy X Remaster Edition Part 2. This edition is coming in much later than the other one. Unfortunately, I do not do this as a living, so I do not have as much time as I want to do this, and because the PS4 only does 15-minute episodes, unfortunately, it doesn't work out very well. But hey, we're back. Maybe a week late, but hey, I'm back. If I did not mention this before, I'm going to mention it now. I probably haven't mentioned it before. But this is the Temple of Baj. The Temple of Baj is a secret temple, one of the temples within Final Fantasy, or Spirit, I should say, that holds summoners, except from this one is a lost one. No longer used, underwater's ruin, was attacked by Sin, you know, the whole general faux Into battle we go. When creating this episode, I didn't actually have any particular thing I wanted to talk about. I tried thinking of commentary to talk about, but unfortunately that didn't go too great because, well, I just couldn't think of anything, to be honest. I love this guy that comes out here. I love the graphics here, they're so amazing, they're so well done since the PS2 version. Look at that ominous guy. He's bloody huge. I had her. For this guy is a boss. This battle won't take too long. God damn, he did a lot of damage. As you can see, he's very, very strong, and I'm very, very weak. That is because this is a boss you just can't defeat. I hate this battle for the one thing is, whenever I ask him to do it, I always have to heal spam. I hate it. And unless you use my high potion, there's not much point. The battle's not worth the point of using the high potion. He's very strong and you're very weak. Because you have not unlocked the ability to upgrade Tidus yet, you can't do much. As you can see, we're about to get blown the fuck back. Hard head. But I was saying, because we're not going to be able to upgrade yet, you can't. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are, you just won't be able to do it. Just made it by the skin of his thick teeth.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
And as I said before, this area was supposed to emphasize his isolation, and as you can see, he felt that he was in a place that he was in such trouble, and then from one trouble he went from one extreme to the next, and one that is a completely different situation just have to completely differently adapt. And this is to someone who used to live a luxury cozy life as a Blitzball superstar. And if you aren't sure, Blitzball is the game that the Tidus was playing at the very beginning cutscenes. When Sin attacked.
Need fire.
Such beautiful scenery. As you can see here, there's a big X on this. The screen moves to the camera moves, and it says examine. It will tell you here, and if I get close enough, The remains of a campfire. With flint and tinder, you can start another fire here. So it's giving you clues. It always gives you clues. You can go up and examine. Some things won't always have examine beside them, but you can click on them. Some withered flowers have been left here. They have soaked up too much rainwater to serve as tinder, so obviously can't be used. Always keep an eye out, because I know for one there is one over here, a chest here. Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last episode, but on the mini-map there is mini-map, there's green boxes. The entrances, that shows you where you can exit and enter. So for example, you see the green box at this one I'm going towards. I can enter and exit through this because of the green box. This shows me that I can go through here. There's another chest here. This will be handy. Ethers are really good because they give you the MP back, whereas potions and that heal you in normal HP. Here we have some flowers, which we use for the tinder. And along here, let's see. Oh, squeeze past there. And squeeze past here. And another chest. It's a high potion. High potions always come handy, especially the early bit, because the game can be rather unforgiving if you haven't trained, no matter what point in the game you're at, because there'll always be little mini bosses or checks. Right. Now we need to see what's down here. As you can see, the entrance to the one we came through is blocked, so we can't go back through it, and to be honest, there's no point, because it's not actually serving any purpose. Because, oh, silly me. Actually pressed the save when I should have. They serve no point because it doesn't further the story. A lot of this game is about furthering the story. When it comes to things like training, as in grinding, and blitzball to maybe get certain things, I'll probably twitch that or off-screen it, because otherwise I'll be spending ages upon ages. If they get new weapons or new gear, I'll go over it. Right now, Titus still has the same ones. Just longsword and a buckle, and all you can see here that it shows the strength, defense, magic defense, agility, luck, evasion, and accuracy. Strength is obvious, is how determine how much what damage you do. Defense is how much damage you take. Magic is how much magic damage you deal. So if you're dealing with fire and you use fire, it's determined. So if you had 5, like Titus, he might do 5 fire damage, compared to another character who has like 20 magic, would do maybe 40 magic damage with fire. Magic defense, obviously, just depending on it, decreases the amount of damage you take from magic attacks. Agility depends on which order and how many times you get to go. So on the battle list, you can see who's getting to go next and who's in the order. That's how agility works. Luck comes in all sorts of forms in the battle, when you're stealing stuff mostly, or when you're making things with a certain character. I'll try not to ruin it. Evasion is when you're trying to dodge things, so it's more how you're supposed to be more likely to dodge attacks while in the fight. And accuracy is about how you hit someone. So basically, evasion and accuracy are counter each other. Basically, you can also display the abilities, all abilities, skills, specials, white magic, black magic, and so on. And mode, that was the thing I was talking about last time with the overdrive. That's static. I hate static. I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Overdrive lets you see your overdrive itself. Spiral cut, that's the one I have right now. Abilities, Titus right now has no abilities. So all my items so far. Phoenix Down is like a revival. X potion, very strong potion. You need to keep that for later. Ether, as I showed you, just at the top, it tells you up there at the top hand, it says help. Restores 100 MP of the one character's MP. I can't talk today. Wow. Anyway, yep, we got everything, didn't we? Yeah, there we go. It's like a spider on a wall. As you can see, as I said before, Barge Temple has been abandoned or left in ruin from this attack. As you can see, it's in a complete...
I need food!
The site, oh for goodness sake. The site... Oh, I can't say the word, sorry.
What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
As I was saying, I don't know what word I was trying to say, but the place is isolated and it's falling apart, and you can see that from everything around you, from the campfire to the ruins behind it, from the water coming in everywhere. You think the place would be flooded, honestly. It must be leaking out somewhere. Whoa, what's that? The people in that flashback were Titus, Orin, and then another character, someone who you've already seen.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
But his name won't be revealed to you for a very long time because he plays. You do play with him as a character, sort of. I don't want to ruin it again. I'll probably mention it so many times, even though people but he plays a pivotal story, and if you get near endgame, you can find out a lot more about him. He's not the only one like that. There's about, I think, 6, 7 like that. They have their own special personalities and only fit in certain ways. It's like an Edward Scissorhands kit here, but I love it. So cool. Oh yeah, each monster is not named the same, so they're not the same species. Every time you move to a different area or come to a different place, sometimes it will be the same, but most of the time they'll be different. Like, this monster here is called Killick, but in another area it could be called Espada. That door got blasted off its hinges.
You on my side? Cool!
This says using grenades. Certain items like grenades have special effects when used. These items can only be used during battle by selecting the special ability used. Only one character when you start doing the game has this ability, and this is this character. They will get hurt later on, but not for a while, so I'll talk about that a lot later in the game. The reason I'm stealing is because I can steal another grenade off, and that way I can use another one. She is very good, but there's a problem where she lacks a lot of health, and she is very weak. She's basically very fragile, but very unique. Because as you can see, the grenades are doing a lot of damage, but if she gets hit too many times, she'll die really easily compared to Titus. So as you can see on the attack, she's 63 damage to her. Titus is doing about 150, but that was enough to kill it, so that's good. As you can see here, when you finish a fight, this is now us getting to the stage where we can upgrade our character. Titus gained 5 AP for that fight. The 5 AP transferred over and it gave us a sphere level. Sphere level, as you can see, there's this 1. Person using question marks is at 437 AP. As you can see, they need a lot more, so they're a lot more powerful than us. These items here, called ability spheres, are very important for progressing your character early on in the game, because if you train too much and try and go too far ahead and use them unwisely, you're going to be stuck for a while, and you're going to be spending a lot of time looking for ability spheres, which you'll have to wait quite a while to get to. And as you can see in the bottom left hand of the corner, there's gil. We gained about 50 gil from that, so that's good to have, and we've got no equipment there. You'll never get equipment from this fight. At least I don't believe you will. Look at that outfit. I love almost everything about this game, but I've never understood that outfit. Especially, she's supposed to be 15, by the way. I have the guidebook and I've read this. He's 18, she's bloody 15.
That was close.